Welcome to another video from the Stoicism for Beginners channel. Each week, you will have an encounter with the greatest thinkers in history, bringing you messages and reflections to inspire you and help you lead a better life. Whether you are new to Stoicism or simply seeking guidance on applying its principles in the modern world, this is the right place. Let's explore the timeless lessons of Stoicism in a modern and accessible way. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and follow along with each enriching chapter of this fascinating journey.
Suffering arises when you expected something different from the present reality.
In this sentence, the philosopher Marcus Aurelius says that often we suffer because our expectations do not align with reality. Accepting reality as it is helps to avoid suffering. For example, if you expected a party to be amazing but it didn't turn out as you imagined, you might feel sad. However, if you focus on the positive aspects and accept that not everything goes as planned, you will suffer less. By the way, do you know who the philosopher Marcus Aurelius was? Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor who lived in the 2nd century AD. He is also known as Marcus Aurelius Antoninus and is famous for being one of the last emperors of the Antonine dynasty. In addition to his responsibilities as emperor, Marcus Aurelius was a Stoic philosopher, which means he followed a school of thought that emphasized self-control, virtue, and serenity in the face of life's challenges. He is remembered for his Meditations, a collection of personal writings where he reflected on his Stoic philosophy and sought guidance on living a virtuous life. In the upcoming videos, we will explore this wonderful work.
Our greatest glory does not lie in never falling, but in rising every time we fall.
Here, the philosopher Confucius explains that it's not important to never face difficulties, but rather to have the strength to recover and continue after facing challenges. For example, if you don't pass an important test, the true victory lies in studying more, learning from your mistakes, and performing better on the next test. Taking this opportunity, here's a brief introduction to the philosopher Confucius. Confucius was a highly influential Chinese philosopher and a central figure in Chinese history. He lived during the Spring and Autumn period, approximately 551 to 479 BC, in ancient China. Confucius is revered as the founder of Confucianism, one of the major schools of thought in China and a philosophy that has had a lasting impact on Chinese culture. Confucius's ideas focused on personal ethics, social relationships, morality, and the importance of education. He emphasized the importance of social harmony and advocated the idea that stability and peace could be achieved through the cultivation of virtues such as benevolence, righteousness, respect, wisdom, and sincerity. Confucius also promoted the idea that leaders should be models of virtue and govern with benevolence to create a just and harmonious society. Confucius's influence on Chinese culture is profound and endures to this day, impacting not only philosophy and ethics but also politics, education, and interpersonal relationships. Remember that Stoicism is based on 3 fundamental pillars: ethics to shape our actions, wisdom to understand the world around us, and courage to face life's challenges with serenity.
Do not allow your mind to wander aimlessly. Focus on what is in front of you.
In this sentence, Marcus Aurelius reminds us to avoid wandering thoughts and to stay focused on what we are doing right now. This helps us be more effective and decisive. For example, when you are studying or working on a task, try to avoid distractions like your phone. Focus on what you are doing to achieve your goals more effectively. In this sentence, the philosopher Cicero argues that virtue, represented by courage, wisdom, justice, and self-control, is the true good. For example, being courageous in facing a challenging situation, acting justly even when no one is watching, or demonstrating self-control by not succumbing to temptations.
The one who is wise practices virtue. Before we read the final thought, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be here every week to help you on this journey. Thank you. 5. True wisdom lies in recognizing one's own ignorance.
This statement by Socrates means that being wise doesn't mean knowing everything but rather understanding that there is always more to learn and being open to it. For example, even if you are good at mathematics, you may still not understand physics well. Instead of pretending to know, you can ask for help and learn from someone who understands the subject. Socrates believed that true wisdom is not in knowing everything but in recognizing that we don't know everything, in other words, admitting our own ignorance. He thought that when people realize they don't have all the answers and that they still have much to learn, they are on the right path to becoming wiser. In other words, Socrates tells us that it's smarter to admit that we don't know something than to pretend to know everything. By recognizing our ignorance, we are open to learning and growing, which makes us wiser over time. Therefore, he valued intellectual humility and the constant pursuit of knowledge as true wisdom. Remember that Stoicism is a philosophy that values self-discipline, virtue, and serene acceptance of what is beyond our control. These phrases reflect the core principles of Stoicism and can be a source of inspiration to face life's challenges with more tranquility. Don't forget to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you in the next video.